This conference will now be recorded.
Hi everyone, good evening to all. Let's try to understand what is subquery in it. So far, what is select, what is from, where, alter, delete, update, drop. There are too many things we learned so far. So it's our journey is very interesting. So let's try to understand. So how it is going to be helpful and how to use the SQL. Let's try to understand our journey with. So what are all the now we are entering into the next phase, learning in SQL. It's very, very important. We're slowly entering into little advanced. Everyday basics means that let's get bored. So we are just trying to understand the subqueries and what is the necessity of using subquery and how we are going to use subqueries. All those concepts we are going to learn in today's session. So hope everybody able to see my screen. I already shared this particular document in the chat window in WhatsApp group. So we can access this document. Whoever don't have access, let me know. I will share it later. Okay. So first, let's try to understand. There is some very, very important scenarios of understanding the subqueries. So here, see, after completing of this session, you should able to do the following. Describe the types of problems that subqueries solve and define subqueries, list of types of subqueries, and writing a single row or multiple row subqueries. So first of all, what is the need of writing subquery? That is very, very important point. Today we are going to understand. So every day we are understanding the need and we are able to implement that particular concept in the same way. The questions. Everybody having employee table, right? Question. Everybody are all working on employee table from morning to evening. Correct, right? So now again employee table came into the picture. See, right? They gave some sample questions. Let's go back and check the questions. Who has the salary? So who has a salary greater than Jones? Let me open our Snowflake employee table. So we are discussing daily employee table, right? So where is that employee table located? So practice SQL. We are having the public schema. My voice is breaking. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Already so. Is it breaking still?
Yes, sir. Frequently it's
Okay, let me
breaking.
know. It's good, right? Let me know if you have any challenges hearing my voice. I'll change my voice settings. Okay, don't compromise on it. Okay, let's go back and query the select data. Now, This is very important concept we are discussing. See, we are going to become gems in SQL, that is sure. Okay, so we should think like that. Whoever having the good analytical thinking skills, they are going to get the answers for all these things. Okay, now this is the data. So what is the question now? So what is the question they are talking about? Who has a salary greater than Jones? So what is the Jones salary here? See, so first of all, is it valid question or not? So this is straightforward, very simple question. Like interviewer, sir, question is just 3 words. So question is very small. So we can think like whether question is really small or we can able to solve it. Who has a salary more than the Jones salary? Is it valid question or not? So what is the Jones salary here? So what is the Jones salary we are getting here, like 2975? Correct, right? Whoever getting the salary more than Jones salary, that means question is not direct question. Like the salary whoever getting more than 2975, that is a direct question. The salary whoever drawing more than 2975, that is a direct question. The question is coming like an indirect way. The salaries whoever having the Jones salary more than the Jones salary, that is the salary we are expecting here. So question is little tricky here. It's not tricky, it's straightforward. The way we are going to execute is tricky. That is what we are trying to understand. Correct, right? First we should get the Jones salary and then we have to apply the filter on top of that whoever salary getting salary greater than 2975. That is the question, right? See the requirement. So, and again, which employees have a salary greater than Jones salary? So again, same question, like who are all the employees getting the salary more than Jones salary? Correct, right? The same way, what is Jones salary? So we know, right? How to get the Jones salary? Select, you know it. So who will tell the answer for it? How to get the Jones salary? Select salary from EMP where E name is equal to Jones. Select salary from EMP where E name is equal to Jones. So what happened? Just select it. See, this is the Jones salary. This is correct or not? This is the way of getting the Jones salary or not? So what is Jones salary? We got the Jones salary, right? Which employees have a salary more than Jones salary? Now we got the Jones salary. So we got the Jones salary. What is the output of Jones salary? It is going to give the output of Jones salary. Select start from EMP where salary greater than, what is the Jones salary? 2975. This is the greater than Jones. Yes or no? So, but here his question is like 2975. How you get? With the help of Jones salary, it is going to get it. So now you hard coded the value here, but whenever you are trying to use, we are not going to hard code that. We are going to use through some logic. That is the concept behind the subquery. See here, 2975, we can't check and write it here, right? So whoever getting the salary more than Jones salary, the output of this statement, whatever the second statement we are using, the output of second statement is going to pass to the first statement input. So this 2975 is going to replace with what? This statement is going to replace with the 2975. Then everything is going to fix here. Yes or no? So it is going to replace with select star from EMP where salary greater than. So we can't hard code this 2975. That information is going to come based on the some other statement. That is the meaning of 297. Yes or no? We accept it or not, right? Is it clear? Now, so how to use this particular statement? The input of other statement is going to connect to the output of other statement. This is the statement. What it is going to give the output? This is going to give the 2975 or not. The output of this statement is going to pass to the salary. This first it is going to execute this statement. It is going to give the 2975. That 2975 is going to place here. That is going to give the output like a salary greater than all the employees, whoever getting the salary more than the Joe salary, that salary is going to get as a final output. You're getting or not? That is the way you are going to get it or not. So we are going to get the 2975 through this particular process. Yes or no? So this is the meaning of subquery. One query output is going to pass to the other query. That is the meaning of subquery. Understand or not? Anything difficult here? And what is the purpose of using subquery? Also very, very important.
Sir, so the second select statement is basically the subquery for the first, right? I mean, that is what
Exactly.
you mean, right?
Correct. Yes.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yes, Subhash. Correct. So this is question number 1. Let me tell you the one more question here. How to get the maximum salary information from employee table? This is another question. How to get the maximum salary information from employee table? What is the maximum salary in your employee table? Select max of salary from EMP. So what is the maximum salary? This is the maximum salary. Yes or no? This is the way of writing the maximum salary, right? 5,000. So I want to see all the information whoever getting the maximum salary record. Who is getting maximum salary? Some very intelligent person. How they will write the answer, you know? They are going to write the answer like this. Select star from EMP where salary is equal to 5,000. This is the intelligent answer. Yes or no? So if your manager or someone asks you to, in our organization having 1 lakh employees, I want to display maximum per salary, whoever trying, just get that information. That is the information your manager asking. But the person who is having very high talent, they are going to write the logic line. Directly they are going to hard code the 5,000. So this time is having the 5,000, but the other time is going to have the different salary. It's not every time it is going to get the same salary, right? So this is the way of getting maximum salary. But here we are hard coding the value. SQL is always should not allow the hard coding value. Even if it will allow, that is not the good practice to hard code your values. Yes or no? So if you are hard coding 5,000, then how you know the 5,000? It should come automatically if you write some logic. So within the one statement, it is going to give the direct values. You should not hard code the value like this whenever you are trying to ask the generic question. If someone asks you, whoever having the salary 5,000, then you can write it. That is good. So if someone asks you the generic question, you should not hard code the values like this. So display duplicate means if you write the select star from table where employee ID in 1, 2, 3, these are all the duplicates. That's not the right way of writing the duplicate records list. That statement should work in any kind of situations. So this is the answer for whoever getting the salary 5,000. This is the correct answer. But what is my question? To get the maximum salary information from employee table. This is my question, right? Then how to get the maximum salary information? Who will answer? So how to get this information? So is there any way to get it? Like if you write like this, select employee number, employee name, comma salary, comma DPT number, comma max of salary. Another brilliant boy write like this. So what is going to happen? If you write the maximum salary in the select statement, what you need to do? We need to use the group by for all the non-aggregate columns. Comma DPT number. If you write like this, what will happen? It's going to damage your data. Do you think it will give the correct output or not? Give the correct output? Yes or no? So what is the output? You will get it. It is going to group the data for all the columns. All the 14 records come here. Is it going to give the maximum salary information? No. So all the people, whoever gone through the all our sessions and understand the all what we are discussing. So people who are busy people, they are not getting time. They may get trouble at this time. So try to adjust some time in every day, at least 1 hour for practicing SQL. If you are not able to manage at least 1 hour, it's going to become problem for you. That is very, very important point. Okay, is it clear? Then,
Yes, sir.
what is the way of answering your question now? Anyone got answer for this now? What is the correct output now? So everyone understand the question, what we are trying to expect. So whatever output it is going to show, the maximum salary, it should show automatically with entire information, but it is not showing here. This is very, very important question. So how to answer? From EMP where select star from EMP where salary is equal to how much you are expecting, 5,000. How that 5,000 going to come? Is going to come with another statement. Select max of salary from EMP. This is what is output of this statement. This statement is output is 5,000 or 6,000, 10,000 according to the your table. So output of this statement is going to connect to the input of other statement. Instead of 5,000, what we are going to do now? We are going to use this statement. So this particular statement is going to execute, and this particular statement is going to connect to the input of other statement, and it's going to give the correct output. Now select this particular statement, select star from EMP. So is it valid statement or not? So input of one statement is going to connect to the output of other statement, and that is going to execute your data. See, we got a correct output or not? We got 5,000 or not? Very simple, right? Yes or no? So how many records is going to return the inside query? One or more than one? How many records inside query always return? How many records this particular inside statement is going to return? That is what my question. How many results? How many records? Always max means only one person is having the maximum in the entire their history. Yes or no? So inside statement always returning one value to the outside. That is the reason we are using equal. So when you are going to use the equal, or when you are going to use the in clause in SQL, anyone remember whenever you are talking about where clause? So what is the meaning of equal and what is the meaning of in? So what is the purpose of in clause? Whenever your data which is going to return more than one value in the where condition, like where salary in 1000 comma 2000, at that time it is going, we are going to use in or not? Where salary equal to 1000. So whenever you are trying to use a single condition, at that time we are going to use the equal clause. Whenever we are going to use the multiple values, at that time we are going to use in clause. Is it clear or not? So it is clear. So whenever you are trying to use equal and whenever you are trying to use in clause, this is we already discussed in the where clause. At the same time, whenever we are using a subquery, so if you are using the equal, the inner statement always returning a single statement, at that time salary equal is fine. So whenever the inner statement returning more than one value, the subquery returning more than one value, at that time we are going to use the in operator here. This is very, very important. We should understand the what situation we are going to use equal and what situation we are going to use in clause. Whenever your subquery returning single value, at that time we are going to use the where clause. Whenever your subquery returning more than one value, at that time we are using the in clause. That is very, very important. That is straightforward, like how we are using. This is same concept used in the where clause. Okay. Now this is clear, right? Now go back and discuss with the documentation. Now this is the introduction about subquery. If someone asks you what is the meaning of subquery, the output of one statement is going to return the input of other statement. This is a simple syntax of writing the subqueries. This is what we did. So the subquery inner query executes once before the main query. First it is going to execute the inner side query. That output is going to pass to the outside of the query. That is very, very important. The result of the subquery is used by the main query. So What are the different places we can use the subqueries in your select statement? As of now, we know how to use the where clause in select statement. You know how to use having clause, and also we know from clause. So these are all the different areas we can use subqueries. Where clause, having clause, and also from clause. All these areas we can use the subqueries. This is very important. Subquery, right? So we can use subqueries using the greater than, less than, or any other operators. Like, so in already we know there is some other operators like any and all. Don't confuse that. I'm not going to touch any and all. We are going to discuss in and equal to class. Still a statement. This is syntax for using the subquery. So who are all the employees getting the salary more than employee number 7566? And then if you want to get the information, so you want to get the information, just we can use the all the information like, so all the information whoever having the greater than the employee numbers, salaries, and all those things, right? Just we can use and access the data. Select employee name from table where salary. So the output of this statement, so it is going to check the condition salary of the employee 7566. Whoever getting the salary more than that particular employee, if you want to get it, at that time we can use this particular subquery. Okay, so we can use subqueries by using the equal operator, greater than operator, less than operator. So any operators we can connect between one query and other query. So how we are going to connect, whether you are going to use equal or we are going to use in operator, we have to think whenever you are trying what kind of data it is going to fetch from the inner queries. Now this is the in clause, like we can use in clause also. It is going to return the more than. So what is the output of subquery here? Minimum salary from employee group by department number. Each and every department number, whoever drawing the minimum salary, that is going to get. How many records is going to come from the subquery? One or more than one? So how many records is going to come through the subquery? So more than one. That's good. So that is the reason we are using the in clause. The subquery is returning the salary of the minimum salary of the employees, and the same minimum salary you are passing outside. So salary in 100, 200, 300. Like this, all the salary is going to fetch the from the outer query. So question will come like this: display employee information. Whoever getting the salary, minimum salary from each and every department. That particular salaries you want to see. Every department, whoever getting the minimum salaries, if you want to get that information, how to get it? This is the way, with all the employee details. Select minimum salary employee number means we will get only the salaries. All the information also you want to get. At that time, we are going to connect with the subqueries. That is very, very important point. This is how we got the minimum salaries. And also we can use less than any. Don't confuse. I'm not going to confuse you using the any clause here. So any and all also there. So once you are comfortable, at that time we can discuss about all these things. So what is the guidelines of using subqueries? So whenever you are using subqueries, always we have to be parenthesized with the brackets. So always we have to use the subqueries of the right side of the comparison operator. What is the comparison operator? Equal, in, greater than, less than. Those are all the comparison operators. So in the subqueries, we can't use order by clause. That is very, very important. So do not add an order by clause to the subquery. So order by clause is basically if you want to sort the data either in the ascending order or descending order, we are going to use the order by clause. So that is the meaning of order by clause. And also we have single row operators with single row subqueries and multi rows. So that I will tell you what is single row and multi. Okay, don't confuse much. So we have different types of subqueries. One is the single row subquery, and multi row subquery, and multi column subquery. So what is the meaning of single row subquery? The results which is fetching from the inner query, always it's a single row, that is called single row subquery. The inside operator which is fetching the single row, that is called single row subquery. The results which is fetching from the inside query getting more than one rows, that is called multi-row subqueries. Okay, you got it right? So it's basically for equal clause and in clause. So we are having the single row subqueries and multi-row subqueries. Also, we are having the multi-column subqueries. So the output of one statement, inside statement is going to return the, if it is written in single row or it is written in multiple rows or it is written in multiple columns. This is very, very important scenarios. Don't confuse, but get it. See, single row subqueries. That means the output, the inside statement is always written in a single statement, like salary, maximum salary, minimum salary. That is called single statement. So greater than, whoever having the greater than particular salary. These are all the statements we are going to call the single row subqueries. That means for that purpose we are using the equal operator. The output of subquery is always written in a single statement, that is called a single row subqueries. The output of subquery is written in more than one statement, that is called multi-row subqueries. Correct? So that's what we are discussing, equal operator and in operator. How it is going to use. So this is executing of single row subqueries. So using row by functions in subquery. So this one also we already discussed. And also we can use the subqueries in the having clause also. So this is one of the examples. So we know what is the purpose of using having clause. Row by clause and having clause it is going to use, and that is going to be helpful. Having average salary is equal to. So see the statement how they are writing. Even we can use the having clause in the subqueries. So are you having issue with my voice?
Yes, sir. Can you please repeat it from the single group subqueries?
So even you are using the having clause, subqueries you can use at the time of having situations also. So far we use the having count of star greater than one, and that one value, whatever it is coming, right, that one value is also returning from some other statement. So even you can pause that one statement also through the other statement. At that time we can use having clause. This is some typical complex scenarios, but so just understand the fundamentals, very, very important, and then you can try to dig into more level. So I am expecting answer from everyone here. What is wrong in this statement? What is this statement is showing wrong? What is wrong? What is wrong here?
For the inner query, it will be getting grouped from rows.
Yeah. Inner query.
Inner query not access the group by.
Why? Why it is not accessing group by clause inner query? So first of all, inner query statement is correct or not? So inner query, what is the return values of inner query? Select min of salary from table, group by department number. That statement is giving correct result or not?
No, sir, it's not giving correct result.
Any issue with the subquery?
We should be giving whatever we are providing in select. We should be giving same in group by also.
So what is the wrong here? What is wrong? This is very, very important. Let's try to copy this. So here, first I am going to execute the inner statement. Always you have to debug like this. First execute the inner statement and then execute the overall statement. So what is the output of inner statement? Is going to return all the minimum salaries from each and every department. You accept it or not? Yes or no?
Yes.
So this is going to return the minimum salaries each and every department. Total how many departments here? 800, 1300 and 950. So 3 records coming as an input. Now we are executing overall query. So subquery returning 3 values and connecting to the where class salary, and we are expecting some wrong here. So that is what we are suspecting here. See the error also it is showing clearly. Single row subquery returns more than one row. What is this error? Who is going to fix this error quickly?
Instead of is equal to, we should use in clause.
Exactly. That is 100% correct. So why? Because your subquery, it is a multi-row subquery. Multiple rows it is returning in the subquery. So multi-row subquery, it is going to return the values, and that is going to connect to the outer query. At that time, it is going to pass the in clause. So this is the in clause we are using, and we are going to select here. Select employee number, employee name from EMP, where salary in. Select min of salary from EMP grouping. So that is what they are talking about here. This is wrong here. Yes, sir. Single row subquery returns more than one row. Same error we also got just now. Correct, right? Now that is very, very important. We should be more careful. So now tell me whether this statement will work or not. Is it valid statement, or is there anything wrong with this statement? Just we are testing your knowledge now. So first of all, what is the output of subquery? First think about subquery. Select job from table where ename is equal to mighty something is there, XYZ. How many values it is going to return for this employee name? Job. One or more than one. So it is going to return the single value. Correct, right? True or false? So this particular employee having only one job, right? It should not have more than one jobs. Correct. So where job is equal to, so is equal to, so subquery is returning the single value. Equal operator is going to work. Even that is not returning any value, that is fine. We don't worry about it. Is correct, right? Yes or no? Now, this is multi-row subqueries like in operator. Any the subquery which is returning more than one row, that is called multi-row subqueries. So in operator basically we are going to use. That's what we discussed just now. So don't worry about any operator. I don't want to confuse much. I'm just ignoring for now. Whoever interested, just go through them. So subqueries are useful when you're querying based on unknown values. So unknown value is maximum salary we don't know, but you want to display. And you want to know the some particular person's salary. That salary we don't know, but you want to display. So that is the purpose we are going to use the subqueries, which is going to return the unknown values. For that purpose, we are using subqueries. Now this is the right time to practice your questions. Now actual cinema started now. We are going to solve your questions, whatever knowledge we gain. Creating subqueries to query values based on unknown criteria using subqueries to find out the what values exist in and the set of another data. Now let's try to understand this question. All these questions are based on the employee table. I gave one offer for you. Select statement I'm showing. It's free of cost. Okay. We'll see what is the logic. Who is going to write this logic? Who want to understand this question first? Who will read this question? Anyone can read this question. I'm asking only the reading question. I'm not asking any answer. Who is that lucky person going to read this question? So what's the business expectation through this question? What they are expecting with this question? So what is the question here?
So first we need
Who
to
want to
find
read?
the statement of Blake, and then apart from that Blake, we want to display other employees. Hello.
So yes, Abhijit, good. Thank you for it. So what is this question talking about? Write a query to display the employee name and hire date for all employees in the same department where Blake is working. Just very simple. Employee name and hire date they are asking. So in the employee table, select EMP name, EMP name, E-name, comma, what is that? Hire date from EMP. What is the name of the employee? So what is that question? Select employee name and hire date for all employees in the same department where Blake is working. So let's see the question. Very, very tricky question. First of all, how you know where Blake is working? Which department Blake is working? How we know? So for that, select department number Okay, I'm sorry. Now you are able to hear me, right?
Yes, sir.
So which department Blake is working? So how we'll get that information? So read the question, very, very important. Understanding the requirement is very, very important here. Don't go to answer. First read the question. From day one onwards, we are talking about employee table. And still we are talking about employee table. See how many questions are there inside. It's not like everything is straightforward. Something you have to give our mind to think sometime. Okay, now what is the question? Write a query to display the information whoever going to employee name and hire date for all employees in the same department where Blake is working. So first of all, here same department as Blake. Wherever the Blake is working, just we were going to get it. First, we should get the department number of Blake. So how to get it? That is the reason we got this statement. Now we got the Blake department. Select employee name and hire date from employees where. How to connect this statement and above statement? Where, what is that? Where department number. So what we are trying to get, who are all the employees working in the Blake department? That employee information we are going to get it. So these are all the employees we are working in the Blake department. Yes or no? Who are all the colleagues to Blake? Is this statement to help or not? This statement is going to help us to get the information who are all going to work with the Blake. That is very, very important. Now run this statement. See how many employees working with Blake. So total, there is some duplicate information also there. Okay. So I'm just intentionally created some duplicate data. So these are all the employees working with Blake or not. These are all the employees colleagues to Blake or not. So Blake is there, Alan is there, Ward is there, Martin is there, Turner is there, James is there. James 4 times is there. So, but assume one time. These are all the employees working along with the Blake or not. Your question completed or not? You got the result? You got the result or still anything pending with your question, whatever question they are asking?
They are asking excluding Blake, sir.
Yes, that is very, very important. Now they are more smart, right? That's the reason definitely they are confuse you. So we should be more careful. See, the last option is very, very important. Exclude Blake. The result what you are getting in the final state going to exclude the Blake. Yes or no? Then where to add that statement? We can add multiple conditions. See, where and condition and name, name not equal to X is a not equal condition, right? Where E not equal to Blake. That's it. Very simple. So inside equal to Blake, all the Blake information is going to help. You want to exclude the Blake. So at that time, just you are ignoring the Blake condition using E name not equal to Blake. So this statement is going to come like 2 times. So this is the first entire statement and this is the second entire statement. Still you are having any issue with my voice? I can see some messages.
Okay, sir, we understood the query.
Sorry, there is some issue with my network. Hope you are able to hear now. Still not able to hear?
Yes, sir, we are able to hear now.
Okay, good. Now read the question carefully one more time. So we are going to write the question carefully, read the question, write a query to display the employee name and hire date for all employees in the same department as Blake. Wherever Blake is working, you are going to find the employee's department number and then we are going to access the information. So we are going to exclude the Blake. So how we are going to exclude? See the result, whether we are going to write correct or not. So you are not able to hear voice. You're not getting voice, right? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir, it's audible now.
Hello? Now you can hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. There is some confusion. I think voice is not getting. So hope you got answer for first question. See the question, you got the logic how they written. So read the question. Don't look at the answer first. Read the question carefully. Write a query to display the employee name, hire date for all employees in the same department as Blake. We're going to exclude the Blake. So excluding the Blake, we are writing outside, and inside getting the Blake particular department, we are adding the filter. This is the way we are going to get and write the output. Okay. So I'm going to stop now. We'll discuss tomorrow. We have few more questions. So don't look at the answers before coming to the next session. Try to understand the question right on your own hands. That is very, very important. Then only you can able to remember, you can able to solve it. If you don't write anything, if you're always looking at, yeah, this is nice, I can understand, I can remember. Whenever the actual situation comes, you will never able to write that answer. Always you have to think and write it. That is very, very important. So we'll discuss tomorrow. This is very interesting topic. Don't ignore and don't neglect. So we'll get the very nice questions tomorrow. Okay. So we have to enjoy. This is kind of a game. What you are playing different games in your mobile, right? In the same way, this is game. You are gaming with data. You are playing with your data. That is important. Okay. So thank you everyone. See you tomorrow. Have a nice day. Take care. Bye. Good night.
Thank you, sir.